Hey everyone, real quick disclaimer before this review begins. All thoughts are my own and my original thoughts. I was sent these paddles for potential with a review, not necessarily with a review being guaranteed, more to try them out, share my thoughts, and share my opinions and feels on how they play and how they perform in today's current pickleball market. With that being said, I do want to emphasize that I will remain unbiased and share my own opinions and thoughts on the paddles and those alone. At times, I might compare my opinions maybe to those of other reviewers. Say if a video or a paddle has already been launched and it's a review after launch. But if it's a review before or of the day of launch of a paddle, those thoughts will be my own and my own alone. All right. Finally, I am not being paid to do this review. Typically, I will have either an affiliate's code, a discount code, or an affiliate's link, usually in the description of these videos or in the comments or in the bio somewhere on the video. Regardless, I will also try and share these in the beginning of each video. With that being said, I hope you enjoy this and enjoy the video. All right, everyone. So today I have the Carbon Trufoam Genesis 4. This is Carbon's first ever hybrid shaped paddle, which is really exciting. Let's talk about this. So, if you watched my Trufoam review prior, there's pretty much not really anything different going on in terms of the core, internals, stuff like that. This is a Trufoam, just like the prior Trufoams. Now, the differences come in shape, they come in swing weight, in twist weight, in static weight, and in a few other areas which really improve upon the prior Trufoam iteration that came out earlier this year. That is what I will focus on in this review, as well as talking about how much fun I've had playing with the Carbon Trufoam Genesis 4. So the swing weight on my TFG 4X was 109, the twist weight was 6, and the static weight was 7.9 ounces. Overall, I thought the paddle played pretty good, pretty similar to how most Trufoams play. It still has that higher launch angle, like a lot of the other Trufoams do. And I ended up adding weight to the bottom corners. I used 1 gram lead, and I used lead specifically because I wanted more weight, and all my tungsten is the 0.5 uh, and all of my tungsten is on the lighter side currently, so I went with some of my lead reserves for this. I would also say if I was going to possibly, put more time on this down the road, I would consider a nice bar of weight here or top corners as well. I did try it briefly on a friend's version of the 4, and I liked that a lot as addition to the bottom corners. I know for my 2X, I did the strip much similar to how Chris Olsen did his on the sides. And then I also ended up moving that further down into the bottom corners and into the throat a little because I just really wanted that like ultra twist weight control and stability setup, as well as sweet spot enhancement. And I really feel like this alone is enough. I do feel like this is a hard Trufoam to play stock just because it's on the lighter side. So this is a paddle you do want to add weight to for sure. Overall, my kind of final thoughts really on the Trufoam Genesis 4 is this is the hybrid that everyone has been asking for and looking for in Carbon's lineup. I think this is a great shape more than anything for them, while still getting the reliability of it being a Trufoam and getting that Trufoam durability, quality, pop, power, and spin. Some of my Trufoam Genesises have been the spinniest of paddles I've had hit to date. And they really bring a light to that kind of beginning of this Gen 4 revolution that we've had so far here in 2025. Um, they were kind of the start of it, and from there we've been getting Gen 4 galore. But yep, I'm a fan personally. I still think that it has that 14 millimeter pop. So if you are a tried and true 16 millimeter, 18 millimeter, 19 millimeter, or 20 millimeter person, I don't think that you're going to love the control on this because it's just dinks might pop up a tad. But if you're someone that likes a 14 millimeter paddle and you don't mind that poppiness, you're going to get a great ride with this one because it is definitely on the more all court side, I would say, of the Trufoams, while still packing some power and a punch for sure, especially from the baseline. I feel like this had big power on the ground strokes. But yeah, these are kind of my thoughts and, overall opinion on the TFG4. Let me know in the comments if you like the paddle, if you are curious about getting it or have any other questions. Also, be sure to check out my good friend and co-host on the Not Another Pickleball podcast, Pat Anderson's Instagram giveaway. He's giving away one of these brand new to one lucky person. All right. Adios.